So today we are starting with module 1, that is partnership final accounts. So final accounts of partnership, which you have studied in 12th standard, little different from that. We are going to study in this chapter. So before moving to the chapter, we should know what is partnership, right? So here, partnership. What is partnership? The Indian Partnership Act 1932 defines partnership is the relation between two or more persons. So it is a relation between two or more persons. For partnership, a lone person, single person cannot be a partner, right? So for that, there should be two or more persons. Now, who have agreed to share the profits of the business. Now, if they are starting with the business, there should be a motive, right? So that motive will be profit motive. So who have agreed to share, they are going to share their profit between themselves, carried on by all or any of them, acting for all. So your business can be carried by all the partners or any of the partner acting for all the partners. So there is a relation between partners which is of principal and agent. So if any partner is acting for all, working for all the partners are responsible for the same. So here the persons forming partnerships are individually called as partners. So here the individual persons who are forming partnership, those are called as partners, and collectively that is called as firm. So here A, B, C are three persons who have started with partnership. So A, B and C individually separate will be called as partners, and collectively those will be partnership firm. After that, we'll move to features of partnership. So first one, we have seen in definition. So there should be two or more person. So there must be at least two person to form a valid partnership. One person cannot form a partnership, right? That will be sole proprietorship. So here for partnership, there is a requirement of two or more person, minimum two persons. Okay, after that, agreement. Partnership come into an existence by an agreement that can be written or oral. So agreement must be there, agreement between the partners, that can be in written format or oral. The written agreement among the partners is called as partnership deed. So whatever terms, conditions are there regarding the partnership business, that will be written in the partnership deed, partnership agreement. Existence of the business and profit motive. A partnership can be formed for the purpose of carrying on legal business with the intention of earning profit. So here a partnership can be formed. Partnership can be formed for the purpose of carrying a legal business. The business must be legal, and intention, obviously, if we are starting with the business, our motive will be earning profit. A joint ownership of some property by itself cannot be called as partnership. So if there is joint ownership of some property, we will take one example over here. A and B are joint owners of one house, so they are not partners on themselves. Okay, so it is not partnership but joint ownership. They are going to divide the rent of the same if that is given on the rent. Okay, so that is joint ownership. They are jointly owners owning the property, but they are not partner for that property. After that, sharing of the profits. An agreement between the partner must aim at sharing the profit. So we have seen the profit sharing ratios, that is among the partners, how the profits they are sharing, how partners are sharing the profit. So there should be an agreement, or in an agreement, the profit sharing ratio, the profit sharing terms should be written. So sharing of profit, how they are going to share the profit of the business, that should be written in an agreement. Business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. It means that each partner can participate in the conduct of the business. So each partner is going to act, is going to conduct the business, is going to participate in the business, and each partner is bound by the act of other partners. So A, B, C are three partners. Whatever A is doing for the act of A, B and C are responsible. So here A is acting for the firm, for B as well as C. So business carried on by all. So all the partners collectively can carry on the business, or any of them can carry on business for other partners. But for the act done by that one partner, other partners are also responsible. That is also known as relation of principal and agent. Each partner is an agent as well as a partner of the firm. An agent because he can bind the other partner by his act, and principal because he himself can be bound by the act of the other partner. So here, if any person, any partner is doing an act, other partners are responsible for the same, right? So he is acting as agent of other partners. And why he is principal? Because he can act and bound others for whatever act he have done. So here partner can be an agent as well as principal in the partnership firm. So we are done with the features of the partnership. After that, we are going to move to partnership deed. What is partnership deed? Partnership deed is an agreement between the partners signed by the partners. Why there is an agreement? Afterward, there should be no conflicts between the partners, right? So whatever things are there, whatever terms are there, whatever conditions they want to put, that should be written in partnership deed. So that is an agreement, that is the base for partnership. So we'll see what is partnership deed. Since partnership is the outcome of an agreement, it is essential that there must be some terms and conditions agreed upon by all the partners. Such terms and conditions can be either written or oral. The law does not make it compulsory to have written agreement. So here what they are saying, whatever agreement we are doing, that there is no need to make an a written agreement. The oral agreement is also okay, fine. The law is not saying the agreement should be written, agreement cannot be oral. It is not like that. Agreement can be written as well as oral. However, in order to avoid all misunderstandings, so whatever one has said, uh, to uh, to avoid these disputes, it is always the best course to have written agreement duly signed and registered under the act. Their partnership deed, it is an outcome of an agreement. So it is part of agreement. Okay, it is an agreement. Partnership deed is an agreement. So essential, it is an essential thing. Why it is essential thing? Because it has some terms and conditions of partnership. What business partnership is doing, what are the limitations for partnership, what business, how to what extent it can be extended, what should be PSR, profit sharing ratio, capital, interest on capital, interest on drawings. So all the terms related to partnership, all the conditions regarding the same are written in partnership deed. So having partnership deed is better to be on safer side, since it will reduce the disputes among the partners.